Good morning to all. In the data warehousing and data mining, we are at now lecture number 3, in which we will see that the data pre-processing techniques into the data mining. So how the data pre-processing is required into the data mining, and what are the different processes which we should take in care for before the mining. As we can see here, so first of all, we need to understand what is the importance of using the data pre-processing. So how exactly we can define it? As we can understood that in the real world, so you are having an enormous set of the datas, which I can say that it is a dirty data. So it means that data is totally unprocessed. So that's why it is dirty. So how it becomes a dirty, that is most important part to understand. That I can say that there are some data which is provided by the clients or the different users. They can be the incomplete data, or in the provided data you are having in noises into the data. It means that it can have some kind of a erroneous data. Okay, so this becomes some kind of an inconsistency into their data. So how can we say that uh, data can be an inconsistent data? Because of there are some certain conditions in which you can have some kind of a data format system into the different segments. So likewise, if I'm talking about the data structure, so that is containing a format called dd, and 4 times yy. So, however, in some other countries, you are having a data like month, and month first, then the date, then the year, or the year first, then date, and then month. So, it can be a kind of an inconsistency to find out whether which format is this. So likewise, if I'm taking an example of the birthday, if it is having a third 03081988, so I can predict the uh, birthday can be a 3rd of August 1988 or 8th of March 1988. So somehow I can find out it is having some kind of a inconsistency, or based on what kind of an interpretation you can have as a user. So sometimes it is happening that you can rate some values with 1 2 3, or now you have been changed that value with ABC. So it can give you some kind of an inconsistency to map the data with the other dependent data as well. So these are having some kind of a system through which we need to go for the pre-processing part. So it means that if my data is incomplete, noisy, or inconsistent, so it is a possibility that you cannot get a quality data. So that why you will not get a quality result as well if you go for the mining. So it is must that quality decision must be based on the quality data. So that's why the pre-processing is required. So that's why you need to you need to avoid those kind of a data which is having a duplicacy, or it can have some kind of a missing data which can create some kind of a incorrect or the misleading results as well. So it requires the data preparations, cleaning, and the transformation. These all are the majority of the work which is taking place into the data mining applications. So 90% I can say that the applications, before going to install it or before going for the deployment, so it is required to prepare your data into the correct structures. Okay. Now we can have a definition related with the data pre-processing. So what is the data pre-processing? So data pre-processing is a data mining technique that involves the transforming raw data into an understandable format. So we can say that because when we talk about that inconsistency or the some kind of a dirtiness into the data, it is a process, it is a kind of a technique which you should use to transform your data into a correct result oriented format. So so the data processing is proven method for resolving these kind of an issues, so that your result will get in a proper format way. So data pre-processing is used in database driven applications, such as the CRM or the rule-based application or any kind of production related applications or any kind of ERP applications. So these all are the areas in which the data pre-processing is required first to test your model or to test your scripts for the correct result. So what are the techniques which we are using into the data pre-processing is that data cleaning, data transformation, and the data reductions. So first of all, we need to create the data into the cleaning process. So the cleaning process includes there are some certain steps related with the missing data. If you are having a missing data, then how will you taken care for the missing data? Either you will ignore that the entire tuple, or you can fill up the default values into in place of that missing data, or there are some certain condition in which you can find the noisy data. So the noisy data, if you want to remove it, so you are having some kind of a further techniques to remove those noisy data using the binning method and the regression and the clustering schemes. Then afterwards, when you got your clean data, then depending on the requirement of the persons or the users or the business segments, so we need to go for the transformation of a data, which consists of the some techniques, that is your normalizations and a specific attribute selections. Then you can say the discretization and the concept hierarchy generation. So that's why it is required. So you need to perform some kind of a transformation schemes to get the correct to correct data, to get the correct data, as well as to uh, make the data into the meaningful segments. Afterwards, somehow it is required some reductions into the data sizes, because the data is having the huge sizes, and over the period of time, because of the some space issues or some kind of pre-processing issues, so you go for the data reduction processing techniques as well. For that, you will be making use of the data cube aggregation, attribute subset selections, numerosity reductions, and dimensionality reductions. So we will see into the further slides that how exactly it is taking place. We are coming to the data processing steps. So what exactly the steps is to be followed, as we have seen it, some of the data cleaning process and data integration, data transformation, then you go for the data reduction, then data discretization. So these are the pre-processing steps which you need to follow, and there are some preliminary steps for the web data system, where you can have some kind of a knowledge set, where you can interpret with the using of data mining sets, data mining techniques. And but before that, so original data, if you are getting it, so what can be the targeted area or the targeted segments in which the data can be stored, and from where itself you need to apply the processing. Then afterwards you will transform the data, and then on the basis of the transformation you will apply the data mining concepts. Then you will interpret exact result which give a correct outcome. What are the steps which we need to follow into the data pre-processing? As I just mentioned about the data cleaning process, so what exactly we are doing, that the data can have many irrelevant and the missing parts. So definitely you are having some irrelevant information or some missing information. To handle this part, data cleaning is required. So if you are having a missing data, then you will apply to ignore the tuples, and or you will fill the missing values with default values or the probable values related to that particular process. And when we talk about the noisy data, is having a meaningless data that can be interpreted by the machines. Now, suppose if I am saying a particular person is having a salary of -1. So is it a correct data or is it a misleading informative data? So definitely it is a misleading, or I can say the meaningless data, which is totally inappropriate to give a correct result. So that's why I can say that it is a kind of a noisy data. Okay, so it can be generated due to the faulty data collection, data entry errors. It can be the entry errors. It can be the data while you are just collected the data, it is given very wrong data. So, so you need to apply some kind of a smoothing mechanism to, you need to smooth those data to go for the interpretation. So that's why there are some methods which is applied. One is your binning method, another one is your regression, and the clustering approaches. So in by likewise details, if a small briefing about this binning method, it is this method works on the sorted data. First, if you are having a data set, so you need to go for the sorting order to go for the smoothness. Then whole data is divided into the segments of the equal size, and then various methods are performed to complete the task. So each and every segment is to be handled separately. So there are some algorithm design for that binning method. We will discuss into the next slide. And going towards the regression, regression is some kind of a fitting pattern mechanism in which you will find the one dependent or the independent variables and their relations in between. So then you will make use of regression technique. So another approach is your clustering approach. In this approach, you will segregate, or you will combine all the similar data into a one cluster schemes. So there are some certain steps related with the data transformation in which you will apply some techniques. There can be a normalization, attribute selection, discretization, and the concept hierarchy generation. So it is done in order to scale the data values in a specific range, -1 to 1 or the 0 to 1. What exactly that means? When we talk about the data distribution for some kind of interpretation, if you would like to analyze from the data sets, so you need to check as per the statistical conditions whether the data is normally distributed or not, and what is the particular range, or the what can be the significant error if you are having it. So plus 5% of the significant error is there, or the 10% of the significant error, also you can identify with the help of the normalization concept. Then the attribute selection. In this strategy, the new attributes are constructed from the given set of the attributes to help the mining process. Meaning is that there are some dependent variables with each other on the basis of the requirement, and where on the basis of the normalization, you need to identify whether the attribute is to be added, or attributes is to be required to be removed. Okay, so that is most important to for the attribute selection process. Fine. So discretization, this is also done to replace some other values in concept of the single unit values. Suppose if you having a range of the set of the value, if you need to specify into the specific range, then you need to again apply the discretization to put up into that particular range of the data. So that's why the discretization is also one of the segment. So conceptually, hierarchy generation, that is related with all the attributes if they are outliers into the clustering scheme. So that can be conceptually uh, converted into a specific type of requirement. So likewise, if you talk about an attribute city, so I can convert it into the country as well, because of maybe that particular city is not useful information for the other, because they are not into the habitual of using such kind of a concept in their localization level. If in India I'm talking about, it is a concept of city, but in talk about the foreign countries and other countries, I can say it there is having a concept of county or the country as well. So this is why how exactly the pre-processing part is to be taken care, and then accordingly you have to prepare your data and you have to transform your data. So some of the mechanism related with the data reduction, as I already told you, that this technique is used to handle the huge amount of data while working with huge volume of the data. Okay, so in order to get rid of that, because of you need to see the cost of the storage, and if you will not compress or you will not reduce that data size, so it will cost more to that particular business segments. So there are some certain schemes which are available to reduce that, that is related with somehow the data cube aggregation and the attribute subset selections. It means there are highly relevant attributes should be used. By performing the attribute selection, one can use a level of significance. So, as I already told you, related with the normal distribution, on the basis of that, if my data is not coming appropriately, so then I need to identify the some attributes which I can put up separately and then mapping accordingly, or I can make it a dependency on with each other by applying the regression technique as well. So that's why I can reduce the size of the data by using the different sub segments as well. Another part is the numerosity reduction. This enables the model of data instead of the whole data. So I need to apply some kind of optimized model techniques to remove to reduce the size of the data accordingly. So apart from that, there is a dimensionality reductions, and in this you have to apply some kind of a encryption or the encryption techniques to go for that, to reduce the size of a data so that my information should not be lost. And there are various techniques in which you can make use of to compress your data, and that's why these are using these kind of a techniques you can reduce that data. With this, I thank you all for understanding the pre-processing into the data mining. If you are having any query, you can contact me at vikas.srivastava at galgotiasuniversity.edu.in. Thank you.